Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I don't feel as old as I look? Or maybe after a long walk or a big meal, you notice your body doesn't bounce back quite like it used to. That's completely normal. Aging has a way of sneaking up on us, not all at once, but slowly, in the little things. The truth is, how we age isn't just about genetics. It's about what we do every single day, especially when it comes to the food we put on our plates. You've probably heard the old saying, you are what you eat. But let's take that a step further. You feel how you eat, you move how you eat, and yes, you age how you eat. After 60, every bite matters more than ever. That doesn't mean you have to give up everything you love. It just means making smarter choices, swaps, not sacrifices. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 simple food swaps that can help you age with more energy, clearer thinking, and better health. No fad diets, no confusing rules. Just everyday changes that can make a big difference over time. These are the small things that add up to longer, healthier years, and that's what we're all aiming for, right? Let's start with a big one, breakfast. You might love starting your morning with toast and butter, maybe even a side of bacon. And sure, it's comforting. But have you ever noticed how you feel afterward? Maybe a little sluggish, a little tired even though the day's just begun. That's your body working overtime to deal with processed fats and refined carbs. Instead of white toast and bacon, try a slice of whole grain bread topped with avocado and a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds. You're still getting that satisfying crunch, but now you're feeding your body healthy fats, fiber, and nutrients that support brain health and reduce inflammation. It's a small change, but one your body will thank you for. Avocados are rich in potassium and heart-friendly fats, exactly what your body needs to fight off the natural wear and tear of aging. And while we're at it, let's talk about coffee. If your go-to cup is loaded with sugar and creamer, you might want to rethink it. Sugar spikes your blood glucose and can accelerate aging, not just on the inside, but on your skin too. Try swapping your sugary coffee with black coffee or one sweetened with a dash of cinnamon or unsweetened almond milk. Not only are you cutting back on sugar, but cinnamon actually helps regulate blood sugar naturally. Now, let's move to lunch, a time when many of us are tempted to grab something quick and easy. Maybe a sandwich with cold cuts, chips on the side. It's fast, sure, but those processed meats and salty snacks are a silent threat. They're loaded with sodium and preservatives that can strain your heart and kidneys. Instead, consider a simple bowl with quinoa, roasted veggies, and grilled salmon. It's filling, it's colorful, and it's packed with nutrients. Quinoa gives you a complete protein that's easy to digest. Salmon brings in omega-3 fatty acids, which are like a gift to your joints, your memory, and your skin. And colorful vegetables? They're full of antioxidants that help repair damage and slow the aging process. Does this mean you can never have your favorite sandwich again? Absolutely not. But when you start treating food as a tool for energy and longevity, not just flavor and fullness, everything changes. And believe it or not, your taste buds will adjust too. Foods that once seemed too healthy will start to taste better, especially when you notice how much better you feel after eating them. One of the biggest mistakes people make in their 60s and beyond is thinking, it's too late to change. But let me tell you, it is never too late. Your body is always rebuilding, always renewing. Every cell in your body responds to what you give it. And when you feed it well, it works better, plain and simple. So far, we've talked about swapping out processed breakfast and lunch items for more nourishing choices. These aren't big leaps, they're just a matter of choosing something better when you have the option. And the more often you make that better choice, the more your body will reward you for it. Your skin starts to glow a little more. Your mind feels sharper. Your steps get lighter. It's not about turning back the clock, it's about slowing it down in the most natural way possible, with the food on your plate. Now that you've started to rethink your breakfast and lunch choices, let's keep this momentum going. Because the truth is, every meal is another opportunity to give your body something it can use, not just to survive, but to thrive. Let's talk about snacks. That mid-afternoon craving hits, and it's so tempting to reach for a bag of chips, a cookie, or even one of those so-called healthy granola bars that are more sugar than anything else. You might tell yourself, it's just a little something, but that little something can have a big impact over time. Processed snacks filled with refined sugars, artificial ingredients, and trans fats do more than just add calories. They increase inflammation, mess with your energy levels, and leave your body feeling sluggish. But here's the good news, there are swaps that not only taste great but leave you feeling satisfied and energized. Instead of a bag of chips, grab a handful of walnuts or almonds with a few slices of apple. You'll get a beautiful balance of healthy fats, fiber, and antioxidants, and the crunch you crave. Walnuts, in particular, are a powerhouse for brain health. Just a small handful a day has been linked to improved memory and cognitive function. And apples? Well, they help keep blood sugar stable and are packed with polyphenol that help protect your cells from aging. Another satisfying swap? Try Greek yogurt with a drizzle of honey and a sprinkle of chia seeds instead of reaching for ice cream or a sugary treat. You still get the creamy texture and a touch of sweetness, but now you're supporting your gut, bones, and metabolism all at once. Chia seeds are tiny, but they pack a big punch, rich in omega-3s, calcium, and fiber. They help you stay full, reduce inflammation, and even support heart health. Now, let's move to dinner, the meal where we often either go all in with heavy comfort foods or barely eat anything at all. Both extremes can work against your body, especially as you age. You might love a big plate of pasta with a creamy sauce or maybe something fried. It's cozy, it's tasty, and it's often the reward at the end of a long day. But afterward, you feel heavy. You feel tired. And sometimes, you even sleep poorly because your digestion is struggling to catch up. Here's the swap that can make a world of difference. Trade out the heavy starches and fried foods for a lighter, veggie-forward meal with lean protein. Think of a stir-fry with colorful bell peppers, broccoli, and tofu or chicken, tossed with olive oil and a dash of low-sodium soy sauce. Or maybe roasted sweet potatoes, a green salad, and grilled shrimp. These meals are still filling and flavorful, but they're working with your body, not against it. Sweet potatoes, for example, are rich in beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A, a key nutrient for vision, immunity, and skin health. Olive oil is another anti-aging hero. It's full of healthy fats that support brain function and heart health, and it helps reduce inflammation, which is at the root of most age-related health issues. And speaking of inflammation, let's not forget about sugar. It's one of the biggest contributors to accelerated aging, and it sneaks into everything, even things we don't consider sweet, like bread, sauces, and salad dressings. One of the most powerful changes you can make is learning to spot hidden sugars and gradually cut back. That doesn't mean cutting joy out of your life. It means discovering new flavors, the natural sweetness of berries, the spice of cinnamon, or even the rich, satisfying taste of dark chocolate. If you've ever ended a long day with a sweet treat and then found yourself waking up groggy or stiff the next morning, that might be your body telling you it's time for a different kind of comfort. Swap the nightly cookie or cake for a square of dark chocolate, the kind with 70% cacao or more. It's rich, indulgent, and full of antioxidants that actually help protect your cells from damage. You see, the magic isn't in doing something extreme. It's not about cutting out everything you love or following a rigid plan. It's about being mindful. It's about asking yourself, will this help me feel better tomorrow? Because when you start choosing foods that serve your future self, the one who still wants to travel, play with the grandkids, or walk with ease, you're doing something truly powerful. And these changes don't just help you feel younger, they can help you live longer. Studies have shown that people who follow a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, and lean proteins tend to have lower rates of chronic disease, better brain function, and a higher quality of life well into their 70s, 80s, and even 90s. It's not about chasing youth. It's about protecting the life you still have to live, and making sure it's full of vitality. So whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, the best time to start making these changes is now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Every better choice you make is a small step toward a healthier, stronger, more vibrant you. You've already taken important steps just by being here, listening, and starting to think differently about what's on your plate. That alone says a lot about how much you care about your health and your future. So now, let's round this out with one more swap, and this one might surprise you, because it's about what you drink. For many people, especially as we get older, it's easy to overlook beverages. You might think, it's just a drink, how much harm could it do? But the truth is, what you sip throughout the day can either support your body's aging process or speed it up. Let's take soda as an example. Maybe it's part of your lunch, or maybe it's that fizzy lift you enjoy in the afternoon. It tastes good, sure, but it's also a sugar bomb. Even the so-called diet versions can have a hidden cost, often affecting metabolism, gut health, and even your ability to taste natural sweetness. Over time, that adds up to more inflammation, more fatigue, and more stress on your body. But here's where you take back control. One of the simplest, most powerful swaps you can make is switching from sugary or artificial drinks to water infused with fresh ingredients. Drop in a few slices of cucumber, lemon, or berries. Add a sprig of mint or a splash of apple cider vinegar if you like. It's refreshing, flavorful, and, more importantly, it supports your body in every possible way. Hydration is one of the most underrated anti-aging tools out there. Water helps your joints stay lubricated, supports digestion, keeps your skin looking vibrant, and even helps you think more clearly. And when you swap out those sugary beverages, your taste buds actually reset, and you begin to appreciate the natural flavors in foods more deeply. If you enjoy a warm drink, consider switching your afternoon coffee or sugary latte for a cup of green tea. It still has a little caffeine, but it also offers a huge dose of antioxidants called catechins, which help protect your cells and reduce inflammation. Plus, there's something calming and ritualistic about sipping a hot cup of tea. It slows you down, brings you into the moment, and supports your health all at once. So at this point, we've talked about several small but powerful food swaps: changing up your breakfast to include more protein and healthy fats, choosing energizing snacks over processed ones, going lighter on dinner with more veggies and lean proteins, cutting back on sugar with smarter sweet treats, and now, swapping your drinks for ones that help instead of harm. The beautiful thing is, none of this is about restriction. It's not about guilt or giving things up. It's about adding more life to your years, more energy, more clarity, more confidence in how you move and feel every day. Think of it this way: every time you make one of these swaps, you're sending a message to your body. You're saying, I value you. I want you to thrive. And the body responds, often more quickly than you might expect. You start sleeping better. You notice your skin looking clearer. You wake up feeling more refreshed. Your digestion improves. Even your mood lifts. And when you stack these good choices together, they build momentum. One healthy choice makes the next one easier. And before you know it, eating for longevity becomes a lifestyle, not a struggle. Now, I know it can feel overwhelming to change years, or even decades, of eating habits. But here's the truth: it's never too late. You're not behind. You haven't missed your chance. In fact, your body is incredibly adaptable, even now. Studies have shown that seniors who make simple dietary changes can reverse some of the damage done by poor eating and improve their health dramatically within just weeks. It starts with small, consistent steps. You don't need to overhaul your pantry overnight. Maybe today you add a handful of walnuts to your snack. Tomorrow, you swap out your soda for fruit-infused water. The day after that, you try a veggie stir-fry instead of a heavy dinner. It builds from there. And as these changes become habits, you'll start to feel the difference in your energy, your digestion, your skin, and even your confidence. You'll be more in tune with what your body needs. You'll feel empowered every time you choose something nourishing. That's a powerful thing at any age, but especially now, when every step toward better health has the potential to add more vibrant years to your life. So I want to leave you with this thought: your health is not a fixed story. It's a living, breathing journey. And you're the one writing it. Every choice you make today is a page in that story. And with these simple swaps, you're choosing a story of vitality, strength, and resilience. You deserve to feel your best. You deserve to enjoy food that supports your body and keeps you going strong. And you absolutely have what it takes to make these changes, one step at a time. If this video resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Maybe you've already made some of these swaps, or maybe you're inspired to start today. Either way, I'm cheering you on. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to give the video a like and hit that subscribe button. There's so much more we can do together to feel amazing at every age. Here's to living longer, feeling stronger, and loving the way you care for yourself, one delicious bite at a time.